I knew something was wrong the moment she came home smiling. That kind of smile doesn't belong to someone who just saw her ex. It belongs to someone who's been reminded of what they're missing. I remember sitting on the couch, half watching some pointless documentary, when the front door opened and Lily stepped in, cheeks flushed, perfume stronger than usual. She looked lighter, free, and for the first time in our marriage, I felt like a stranger in my own home. The worst part is I'd asked her not to go. Not begged, not ordered, just asked. "It's weird, Lily," I said the night before, trying to sound calm. "Why would you want to go to a party thrown by your ex? Even if it's just friends, it's not right." She laughed it off. "You're being dramatic, Ryan. It's a group event, not a date. I told you we ended things years ago. He's with someone else now." Her tone had that edge, the one that made me feel like a jealous teenager instead of her husband. I dropped it. I wanted to trust her. I really did. So when she walked in that night smiling like that, I forced a smile back. "How was it?" I asked, voice too casual, too careful. "It was fun," she said, kicking off her heels. "Saw a lot of old friends. You should have come, honestly." "Yeah," I said, pretending to focus on the TV. "Maybe next time." She hummed and disappeared into the bathroom. I heard the water running. I didn't realize then that it wasn't just makeup she was washing off. It was guilt. That night she slid into bed beside me, warm and quiet, scrolling through her phone. I reached out to hold her, and she flinched just slightly, like she wasn't expecting me to. That's when something in my chest cracked. Not all the way, just enough to let suspicion seep in. The next morning she was up early, humming while she made coffee. I couldn't shake it. "So who all was there last night?" I asked. She listed names. People I knew, a few I didn't. I waited for his name, Ethan. The ex. She skipped it. I noticed. "Was Ethan there?" I asked. She hesitated just long enough. "Yeah," she said finally. "But it was no big deal, Ryan." "Seriously?" I nodded, pretending to believe her. But all day the image stuck in my head. Her laughing, drink in hand, his arm maybe brushing against hers. Their shared memories flooding back in ways I'd never be able to compete with. The thought made me sick. I didn't text her that day. Didn't call. I wanted to see if she'd notice. She didn't. That was Monday. The start of the silence. I thought maybe she'd check in, "Hey, you okay?" Or "Why so quiet?" But she didn't. She was distant but cheerful, as if something had shifted inside her. Something I couldn't touch anymore. I went to work, came home, ate dinner beside her, and said almost nothing. She matched my silence with ease. By Wednesday, it had become a game neither of us admitted to playing. Who would break first? I could see she was annoyed, maybe guilty, but she wouldn't bring it up. So I didn't either. But I started paying attention to the small things. Her phone always face down. Her sudden bursts of laughter while texting friends. The way she started dressing a little nicer. Wearing perfume even when she had errands. On Thursday night, I stayed up after she went to bed. Her phone buzzed on the nightstand. One message, one name. Ethan. My stomach twisted so hard I thought I might be sick. The preview was short. Had a great time catching up. Been thinking about that conversation. I didn't open it. I just stared at it until the screen dimmed. Until my reflection looked like someone I didn't recognize. I didn't wake her. I didn't yell. I just walked out to the kitchen, sat there in the dark, and let the silence consume me. By Friday she could tell I'd seen something. I didn't say a word, but she noticed the way I looked at her. Like I was waiting for her to lie again. "What?" she asked that evening, trying to sound casual, rinsing dishes at the sink. "You've been quiet all week." "Just tired," I said. "Of me?" I didn't answer. The clatter of dishes stopped. She turned to me, eyes searching. "Ryan, what's going on?" I wanted to scream Ethan's "What's going on?" But I didn't. I wanted her to tell me first. Instead she sighed. "This again? You still think something's going on with him? God, Ryan, it's exhausting. You're acting paranoid." "Am I?" I said. "Then why's he texting you at midnight?" Her face drained of color. She opened her mouth, closed it, then said softly, "It's not what you think." "Then tell me what it is." She hesitated. "Too long. We just talked. About old times. It was nice to catch up, that's all." I laughed bitterly. "Yeah, I'm sure it was nice. She started to cry then, saying I was overreacting, that she loved me, that it didn't mean anything. I wanted to believe her so badly. I loved her more than my own pride. But something in her eyes, something tired, detached, told me she was already gone. That weekend the silence deepened. No fights, no affection. Just two ghosts sharing a house. She slept on her side, back to me. I stared at the ceiling, replaying everything, every word, every look, trying to find the exact moment she stopped being mine. Sunday morning she went out for a drive. I watched her taillights disappear down the street, and for the first time in years I didn't care if she came back. That's when I knew. The silence wasn't punishment anymore. It was truth. The truth that love can die quietly without fireworks or slammed doors. When she returned that afternoon, her eyes were red. "Ryan," she said, voice trembling, "I need to tell you something." I didn't move. She sat across from me at the kitchen table. I didn't plan for anything to happen. I swear. I missed who I was with him. The way he made me feel. It was stupid, and I hate myself for it. "So you slept with him," I said flatly. Tears spilled down her cheeks. She didn't deny it. There's a strange kind of calm that comes with confirmation. It's not rage or heartbreak, it's relief. The guessing ends. The hope dies cleanly. I just nodded and stood up. She reached for me, but I stepped back. "Please," she whispered. "Say something." "I did," I said quietly. "A week of silence, remember?" She sobbed then, real messy sobs that shook her whole body. But I couldn't comfort her. Not this time. I walked past her, out the door and into the cool evening air. The sky was turning purple. The way it used to when we'd sit on the porch drinking wine, planning our future. Funny how small those plans seem now. I stayed at a friend's place that night. Didn't sleep much. Every time I closed my eyes I saw her face. Smiling, guilty, lost. I thought about the man I used to be, the one who trusted too easily, who thought love could outlast temptation. That man died quietly sometime between her laughter and her lies. She texted me the next day. "I'm sorry. I wish I could take it back." I stared at the words for a long time before deleting them. You can't take back betrayal. You can only live with the echoes of it. It's been months now. People ask what happened between us. I tell them the truth, but not all of it. I tell them she made a mistake and I couldn't forgive it. But what I don't say is this. Sometimes it's not the betrayal that breaks you. It's the moment you realize the person you loved stopped trying long before they crossed the line. That week of silence didn't just expose her secret. It exposed mine too, that deep down I already knew. I just didn't want to believe that the woman I loved was capable of leaving me while still lying beside me. Love doesn't end with a fight. It ends with silence.